everybody? This is Quan back again, and it's time for a spoiler-free anime review. Now, the last time I did an anime review, I did an anime review of Clannad and Clannad After Story, a slice of life drama with some fantasy elements that dealt with family growing up, first love, tragedy. It was a very beautiful story. Well, I decided to go for a different route, and I've promised this particular review for quite a bit. And I even tried to encourage somebody here to try to give their hand at it, but I think they're too scared of the subject matter, and I'm going to get into that in a bit. But anyway, here we go. The anime at hand is the infamous Gata H Kei, also known in English as Yamada's First Time. The proper translation would be B-type, H-style, meaning virgin type, slut style. Don't ask. The premise is this. The protagonist is starting her first year in high school, which for the Japanese would be sophomore. And she's got her hormones raging, so she's on a quest. A noble quest. An exceedingly, daring quest. And even I had to face palm when I heard this. Her quest is to sleep with 100 guys. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a hentai. It's gross. Quan, why would you recommend this thing? Oh, my God. First of all, it's not for kids. Second of all, it is not pornographic. Quite the opposite, actually. If you're familiar with comedies such as Benny Hill, things done by, let me see, Sacha Baron Cohen, things of that nature, you know that there's a lot of tongue-in-cheek humor. Well, that's what this anime is about. It's about a girl finding her identity in the world and what is it she really wants. Okay? Meanwhile, the poor, long-suffering straight man of the comedy, the guy who sits there deadpan and be like, why me? His name is Kosada. Takashi Kosada, this poor guy, he's the object of this girl's lusts. And the thing is, time and time again, he pays the price for her desires, and in the most ridiculous, over-the-top ways. I mean, this is a funny show. And then you have some other characters like her best friend, Yamada's best friend Takeshita, who tries to give her helpful advice, which Yamada rarely follows. And then you have Miyano, which is the next-door neighbor of Kosada, who had a long-standing crush. I could go on with the characters. But I'm trying to be as spoiler-free as possible, but I will name one of interest that I found freaking hilarious, and she doesn't get enough airtime. There is a character inside there, a real tiny girl by the name of Mizuto. And this chick says some quips on there, and there's even a fantasy element where they talk about what the girls might say at a certain moment, and there's a quip in there that'll have you on the floor. I mean, this show is over-the-top crazy. I do not recommend it for children. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, it is not intended for children. The subject matter is questionable when it comes to kids. It's on you if you want to show it to your children. But I'm telling you, no way would I show it to mine. Alright, I'm actually getting this as a gag gift, a wedding gift for my nephew. The Blu-ray box set signed, so yeah. With the manga. Anyhow. Now, speaking of the manga, I'm going to let you know right there. This is a one-season anime, and as you're very well familiar for those who watch anime, a lot of times when you get a 12-episode anime, they cut parts off that are from the manga. Well, the same is the case here. I'm not going to say exactly where it cuts off at, but suffice it to say, if you want the full story, read the manga. Now, getting to the portion of whether you should watch this dubbed or subtitled, I will say this, and a lot of times I love watching sub. Make no mistake, because of the emotion and everything. But Yamada's voice in the sub was grating. Ugh. It was annoying. But Brittany Karbowski's portrayal of Yamada, to me, was over-the-top hilarious. So much so that I want her voice as a ringtone. I mean, she is freaking hilarious. Her sense of comic timing is, wow, genius. Now, the overall animation is suitable and serviceable, yes. There's a little bit of, slow down here and there, but nothing really that would take away from it. As far as the soundtrack kind of fits it fine, especially for the moments when Yamada's about to do something unusually stupid. Which comes by a lot. And like I said, if you're embarrassed by tongue-in-cheek humor, then I would not recommend this anime for you. But I will say this: the most it gets is full frontal. You don't have to worry about anything too excessive as far as the nudity and adult situations are concerned. But I would be careful not to have this around kids. It's not suitable for children. So, what does Quan rate this particular anime? Well, the subtitled version, I would give it an 8 only because the voices can be kind of grating. Okay? Aside from that, everything else is fine straight across the board. As for the dubbed version, I give it a 9 and point 5 because, well, Brittany Kowalski, she carried the show. I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of hers, and whatever anime she does, she's awesome. Alright? And finally, the manga. The manga gets a 10 out of 10 for me for the simple reason that it really touches on first love, our reactions to it as young adults, and where we go from there. A lot of misconceptions that we may have about intimacy and its place inside romance, and whether romance should take precedence to physical interaction. I mean, it's a very, very poignant tale, and at the same time, doesn't the subject matter is poignant, but the way it approaches it is very lighthearted. And I think this is something that's really needed for something like this, You need to see it with a chuckle. And that's about it. So, rate, comment, subscribe if you want. Sit up here, give me the finger, tell me to go to hell. I don't care. Just do me a favor, keep the drama out of this chat under any circumstances. And until the next time, next week I'll be bringing another review that's spoiler free. And this one is going to be Air Gear. Every Friday I'm going to do my best to review an anime. If you have any anime, be it dubbed or subbed, that you would like me to review, and if I can get my hands on it, I will review it for you. Now, mind you, I will not be using any clips, be they voice or be they video clips, until such a time where I can get permission from these companies to do so, because I do not want copyright strikes. Anywho, until the next time, my people, appreciate you stopping by, and whatever is clever, you enjoy your day, and, well, do you.